Welcome to this segment of Saving America, this special segment that we call In the News, and we've got plenty to talk about today. How about that old Biden moratorium extension? Clearly an unconstitutional act by any administrator in the federal government. There's no indication at all in the Constitution that the president or any other federal agency can simply deny rightful property owners the right to their property. And of course, the irony of this is that most of the people not paying rent are not paying rent deliberately because of these silly policies by the federal government, unconstitutional policies. This was done by Biden in the face of a federal judge ruling that this was an unconstitutional taking and exceeded the authority of the CDC. So good old Bidumb, he just doesn't seem to learn. And so I'm very hopeful that a federal judge properly appointed will quickly act to undo this unconstitutional taking. What else is in the news? So Bidumb is calling out Texas Governor Greg Abbott for opposing mask mandates. I wear a mask when I feel that it's appropriate. And I noted that the Florida Governor DeSantis just lost a ruling with regard to the cruise lines requiring passengers to be vaccinated. And I do think that private businesses have the legal right to require masks on their property because it's private property. So I'm a little at odds with the two governors that I just mentioned. But in any event, I think it's kind of ridiculous by Bidumb to be calling out Greg Abbott when he has dumped 1 million immigrants primarily through the Texas border, a record number. And it is well established that there is a high incidence of COVID infection in these people. And the bitter irony of being able to fly into this country, having to show a PCR test, a negative test for COVID, but people are dumped into the border. And of course, they're making the situation worse. Not only are they making it horrible in the state of Texas, but they are dumping people, moving people around the country who are positive for COVID, meaning that they are contributing to the current spread of the Delta variant. These are very, very serious conditions. And the mainstream media needs to cooperate with the rest of us in terms of exposing these fraudulent conditions. And we've got the new infrastructure bill, $1.2 trillion stolen from your children's children at this point. $1 trillion is an awful lot of money, folks. And we're already facing a $30 trillion federal deficit. And as former President Trump has promptly declared, and certainly rightfully, this is a gift to the Democratic Party. This should have been the deal that they couldn't propose anything else for the next 18 months if they got this deal. 19 Republican senators signed off on this travesty, this violation of democracy, this rape of our children's future. And this is just the first step. The Dems are now all fired up to bring in an even more wasteful and even more disgraceful bill behind this one. Folks, America is out of control. We need to act, to vote, to have recalls, to contact the people in office, both Republican and Democrat, and tell them that this ain't working for the rest of us. And then it's just not the way we should be doing things in the United States of America. Whatever happened to paying your bills? That seems to be something that America has lost track of. Folks, again, this is Dr. David Shine, Saving America.